Revelation 2926. From the 15th of October 1943. Divine intervention in world affairs. God Himself will intervene in world events in due course. His plan is decisive and His will unties the knot as soon as His wisdom recognizes it as a blessing for humanity. People themselves will not recognize the blessing of His intervention because they no longer know their actual purpose and live into the day without a second thought. They will also remain in constant defense as soon as they are given an explanation for the events that demand countless human sacrifices. They try to explain natural events in a purely earthly way and reject any divine purpose. And therefore they are also incapable of making contact with God through prayer, for they are so far from God that they are no longer able to recognize Him. And difficult times will follow for people who can no longer find the path to God, for they are deprived of all hope and all steadfastness. They only see their suffering and cannot find a way out. And then it will become apparent in what devotion to God the small flock of believers will take on the difficult life, how they will always draw strength from their bond with God and how they will ease each other's suffering by working in love. They know the meaning and purpose of what is happening because they know the meaning and purpose of life on earth. And they recognize that humanity does not grasp this meaning and leads a God-opposing way of life. And they know that it is still a last admonition for those, and they seek to instruct the ignorant people and to determine them to lead a different, God-oriented life. But only if you will accept their teachings, only if you will change their thinking and enter the path that leads to God. But this divine intervention is inevitable because the time given to humanity for its redemption is coming to an end and because people have created a chaos for themselves from which they can no longer find their way out. The hour of divine intervention will bring a solution which is no less sorrowful and which only the believing human being recognizes as beneficial. But God's will rules the world and God's wisdom recognizes the necessity of an intervention from above, for people lose themselves and strive towards the abyss. Amen.